Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, during your time at school, guys, can you ever recollect a fellow classmate ever calling you a name? Be it in the classroom or indeed in the playground at break time. That's irrelevant to this story. Let's just say you are having a game of five-a-side football out in playground at break time. Things get a little bit heated. A member of the opposite team calls you a rather colourful name. Now, how would that have been resolved during your time at school? Possibly an arranged fight after school once the bell goes to settle your differences. Possibly getting a teacher involved, or maybe even the headmaster if it was an extremely colourful name. Well, that appears to be gone right out the window in this day and age. Of course it has, guys. If someone in school now gets called a name, it would seem the police are sent in to settle a classroom dispute, which I find utterly ludicrous, of course, particularly if this story is anything to go by. Children as young as 9 years old are among the people being probed by police over non-crime hate incidents. The 9-year-old in question called a fellow primary school pupil a retard, whilst in another instance 2 secondary school girls are being looked into after they said another student smelt like fish. This is kid stuff compared to when I was at school, guys. God almighty. These students are now some of the young people being investigated for non-hate crime incidents according to a Freedom of Information request submitted by The Times. Government guidance says that non-crime hate incidents are only supposed to be recorded by police when they are clearly motivated by intentional hostility and could result in further escalation. God forbid. Incidents that take place in the classroom should not be recorded, police have previously said. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. From June 2023 to June 2024, over 13,200 non-crime hate incidents were recorded across the UK. There is widespread confusion across the police force about which incidents qualify the publication reported. Now, this answers quite a lot of questions that a lot of people have got in this country as to why certain individuals seemingly get away with blue murder now. For example, punching police officers in an airport can not net you prison time or even being charged, particularly if you are of a certain faith, and why certain dirty bastards and nonces seemingly slip through the justice net, don't get any sort of prison time, no charges, no fines, just get a slap on the wrist and off you go. When they have filth, for example, on their phones and on their hard drives, the judge seemingly takes pity on them and seems to think it isn't their fault, for example. Well, it would seem that the police are far too busy dealing with industrial disputes within the classroom about who's got the most football stickers, if that's even a thing in this day and age. I'm not too sure. Now, to me, guys, being called names, either in jest or otherwise in school, teaches you a very valuable life lesson. It teaches you that when you get older and you go out into the big, wide world, you learn how to deal with certain instances that you will come across during your adult life. Certain pricks that you may work with, for example, who seem to think that they are better than you and try bossing you around within the workplace. You learn that valuable lesson very early in school of how to deal with people who try and bully you as an adult. It will also stop the inclusion of certain things within the workplace, like chill-out rooms, for example, that I have mentioned in past videos. Chill-out rooms with beanbags and coffee machine makers in there, just in case you're getting a little bit stressed in the office and you are not meeting your deadlines. This never used to be a thing 40, 50, 60 years ago. People in the adult world were a lot more stern and made of much more stronger stuff, and that was due to their schooling, if you ask me. The rough and tumble of schools in the 70s and 80s is much more telling, I suppose you could say, than school life seems to be in this day and age. I mean, let me put it this way, guys. If police are indeed getting involved in classroom disputes, I will tell you this now, for nothing. The armed police, or possibly the SWAT team, or maybe the SAS would have been sent into my school when I was there, because I went to a bad boys' school for children who misbehaved and got expelled from their ordinary school, and we had people being attacked with chisels, screwdrivers, and people getting hit with pool cues and that kind of a thing, and chairs being thrown at you. That was extremely rough and tumble, and that taught me 1 or 2 life lessons, I can guarantee you. I can talk my way out of most disputes, but if push came to shove, even my time at my school has taught me, some very valuable life lessons. I won't go any deeper into that because I will not get monetized. Please do let me know what you think of this video, guys. Absolute lunacy, completely ludicrous, and an absolute waste of police time. Police resources which could be better spent elsewhere, don't you think? Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in comments, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.